Well, if a person had to pick one chapter to read from the book, that's a pretty tough question to answer, because Missional Moves actually covers a very wide spectrum of philosophical and practical challenges. And every church leader and every church is at a different point on their journey. And I think there's something inside of Missional Moves that will intersect them no matter where they're at on their journey. But if I had to pick one chapter, it would be the first missional move, Saved Souls, the Saved Wholes, because it has everything to do with the gospel. In that chapter, we look together at how the gospel and the lordship of Jesus claims the entirety of our lives. It claims the entirety of the church. It claims the entirety of the cosmos. And that if we don't have that right, that is literally the nuclear core. That is the heartbeat. And if we don't have that one thing right, then nothing else matters. All the other missional moves are built upon a three-word worldview. Jesus is Lord. And that's what we unpack in that first chapter.
Yeah, I think as we talk with church leaders, there are really two concepts that I hear iterated over and over again. And the first that appears to be really foundational is the idea that the DNA that drives what so many of us do inside our walls in terms of who we are and our worship expression and our service expression, that it really needs to be the exact same thing outside our walls. I mean, the DNA inside is the same thing that manifests itself on the outside. And so there's kind of this idea of, well, how do you know what your DNA is, and how does it find that expression? And then what usually follows on the back end of that is the other concept, which is we believe very heavily in what we call the focused approach. So we don't want to be a flashlight that does just a little bit in a lot of places scattered all over the globe. We really believe there's a much more fundamental impact if we concentrate our resources in one primary place and hit it over and over and over again, time after time, to make an indelible impact on communities and people's lives. And so I think for me, both of those concepts are addressed in chapter 7, from diffused to focus. And as we talk with other church leaders, I find that one is one of the ones that's the most helpful.